Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Another video for you guys. Today I wanted to do a little less talking and a little more showing you guys the fish. I know, previous videos I told you what I got in here. Now I actually want to show you. I'm going to grab the camera, I'm going to bring you up close, show you the different species that I talked about in the last video. And yeah, that's basically it. Just introduce you guys, see these guys up close, and all their natural behaviors that can't quite get a good view of from there, especially with the fish that like to hide and such. And so yeah, let's get started with that. So basically, I'm gonna get you started with the major players here. We got this girl right here. This is a female gold severum, currently the biggest cichlid in the tank. As you can see, she's about the size of my palm. She's doing great, pretty in charge of this tank. Right behind her we have this juvenile red spot gold severum. As juveniles, they don't quite have the spots across their body, but it's slightly coming in. As it gets older, its entire body will be covered in rows of bright red spots. As you can see here, trying to get in the camera was that's one of my electric blue Acaras. That is the dominant male. As you can see by the extra bright colors, that is one, and over here is the other electric blue Acara. You can see down there. It's easy to tell the difference because for some reason this electric blue Acara has a little divot in the top of its fin, and it's always been like that ever since I got him. And so it's easy to tell the difference, plus the colors too. This one is just extremely brightly colored, while this one's a little duller, but very obvious that they're both males. There's a better look at that divot at the top. Not sure how it happened, but it's always been like that, so it's easy to tell them apart. Next cichlid is an African cichlid. This is the Crebensis. This is a male. I do want another. I do think they are a very beautiful cichlid, and their colors are amazing. And when they're excited, they even get a nice red belly and underneath their mouth as well. Along with these nice colors on their fins. Right here we have my other African cichlid. This is the Pallini, or the Starry Night cichlid I was talking about. As you can see, very beautiful colors. Not very often seen in cichlids is this kind of like black background with these beautiful white diamonds across the body. Very interactive cichlid. It'll take food right from my hand for the most part. Yeah, no, always the first one to get food. This is a female, I'm 90% sure. She likes to actually hang out in this top portion right here above this plant. That's kind of her spot, while the other cichlids kind of hang out in the medium to bottom range. She just kind of likes to hang out at the top of the water, right in front of this filter. Above this plant. This is kind of just her spot. A little territorial when other cichlids come near, unless it's this girl right here. But she'll tell the other small cichlids off for sure. But yeah, very beautiful fish. Still a juvenile, obviously gonna get a little bigger, about 6 inches. Very good personality. Look at that action. Next, let's go here to my Synspellum, aka the redhead cichlid. I believe this is a male because of the bright coloration. It's still a juvenile, but so those colors are still growing in. But as you can see around its head, there's like a little reddish kind of area. When it's excited, that brightens up extremely red. A deep red around its like neck area. So yes, definitely very cool cichlid. They will get about a foot long, but still stay relatively peaceful. That is why I'm such a fan, and keeping a cichlid that does grow so big. But yeah, so definitely a very cool cichlid to have. Next we have, there's 2 rainbow cichlids. Here is one of them. I'm sure the other one is around here somewhere. But yeah, there's one rainbow cichlid. That is the bigger one. Oh, here's the other. Very cool cichlid. They get very cool colors when they're bigger. Let's see, cichlids. We have a blood red jewel cichlid male. The males are the ones with the, oh, hello. The males are the ones of the jewel cichlid with the bright red colors. It's pretty easy to tell the difference. It's kind of like electric blue Acaris. The females are kind of dull blue, and the males are kind of bright and fluorescent blue. So yeah, that's my male right there. Still pretty small. Hello. This one, my Gold Severum loves the camera. Always when I'm filming, she just wants the attention. But yeah, so there's a better shot of my jewel cichlid. Very beautiful, especially when it's eaten. Gets all exciting, colored up. So that's also an African cichlid. Let's see, let's move on to the Geophagus, the earth eater cichlids in here. You just saw one a minute ago. This is the Geophagus jurapari. Actually no, Geophagus daemon, close relative of the jurapari. Main difference is those 2 spots. They're kind of dull right now along the body. But those brighten up when feeding at night, blah blah blah. So yes, that's the daemon, almost full grown. Then we have this threadfin Acara, very beautiful coloration and markings on the face, along with those beautiful extensions to the dorsal fin, hence the name threadfin Acara. Let's see, we got the bandit Geophagus back there. Called that because of its markings covering its eye. And there's one more right here, is the Geophagus erinomensis. Gonna get a lot bigger than that. That's still very much a juvenile. But beautiful markings on the fins, especially the tail fin. So that's it for the cichlids in here. Let's see, let's move on. We got 2 ropefish. There's one. Oh, there's the jewel cichlid. Want some attention now. So there's one ropefish, and the other one is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually, so it's coming through this pipe. You can see it back there. I think you might be able to see its head. Not a great view, but yeah, so the other ropefish is there. Let's see, we got silver dollars. We got my 2 big red hooks. Those are the largest ones. There's the single black bar, silver dollar right there. And then there's the 3 commons. They're the smaller ones across the back there. Let's see, we got the Burmese clouded archerfish, the only true freshwater archerfish. Very rare, very beautiful fish. Again, does not go in brackish water, does not like it. It's the only true freshwater archer. Very hard to get, and hopefully getting a few more of these because they do prefer to be in schools. But if you can't get a proper school, it is highly suggested to only keep one due to aggression to each other. But very peaceful to almost all these fish. Can get a bit nippy with the silver dollars for some reason. But then we have this pink-tailed Chalceus. Very, very skittish. Doesn't like to be on camera, but definitely a beast worthy of some camera time. Up close. Yeah, as you can see, very, very skittish. but as soon as you put food in, it's the first one to grab it. Very lethal predator with food hitting the top of the water, bugs, shrimp, pellets, whatever you throw in. It's still growing, gonna get a little bit bigger, a little longer, a little fuller of a belly. But yeah, definitely a beautiful fish. Definitely gonna be a beast as it continues to grow. Let's see, we got plecos. We got this rhinoceros pleco right here. That's my biggest pleco at the moment. We have a common, or I think it's a Trinidad pleco in the back. Pretty common variety. It's still growing. It's about medium size right now. And then let's see if he's back here. I don't know where. So I have a royal pleco. Oh, right here in the back. Right, perfect. Yep, so that's my royal pleco. And that is one of my prized fish, top 5 favorite. Just beautiful markings for a pleco. Can't beat it really. They go for a little steeper price, but definitely worth it when they get bigger. Next we have my leopard gouramis. The only gouramis in this tank. There's 2 of them. This is a juvenile. And the adult male is right here. Definitely a beast. Probably the biggest mouth in this tank. Will eat any and all kind of schooling fish you put in. Definitely a cool fish. They kind of just like to chill in a spot and wait for food. So it's nice to see that natural kind of behavior. He's kind of just chilling behind that filter. They don't move too much. They get a little bit of a personality, but not too much. They're definitely still a peaceful fish unless you can fit in their mouth. What else we have in here? We have the 3 bala sharks in the back. As I mentioned in that previous video, they are a rescue fish. Basically, I call them that because they were stuck in a tiny 10 to 15 gallon tank at a pet store, and I wouldn't have gotten them if it wasn't for the outrageously cheap price on them. I do give the pet store credit for at least keeping them cheap, just so they can get rid of them as soon as possible, get them in a real tank instead of those tiny pet store tanks. So yeah, I grabbed those. Hopefully they will be getting a new home soon, to someone with a bigger tank. Other fish we have this Synodontis featherfin catfish. This is the male. Definitely huge catfish, but it's full grown, so it's not going to get bigger than that. It's not one of those tank buster like a red-tailed cat. Something along those lines. Definitely a beautiful catfish when it spreads its dorsal fins. And then the female is in the back. I'm gonna pull this back here so you can get a look at her. That's the female. They like to chase each other around and stuff. I'm sure it's shown on some of my videos. It's funny to watch. They're not mating. They've never bred in captivity, at least on record for the species. But definitely fun to see them interacting with each other and chasing each other around and stuff. Right here I have a juvenile fire eel. Trying to pick at something, smell something. And now the gold severum's exploring that. But yeah, that's my juvenile fire eel. Very beautiful fish. Very cool watching them. For the most part, it's actually pretty funny. He hangs up. I have a floating log here with some plants in it. He loves to hang inside there and just kind of chill. It's a good little resting spot for him when he's done exploring. Other fish we have in here, there are 2 bashirs. Besides the ropefish, those are technically bashirs as well. There's the ropefish in the back, one of them. But we have the more typical Bashir. There's a Senegal right there, and there is a Enlecheri, I believe it's pronounced Enlecheri Bashir, somewhere in here, usually hiding within this plant or under the wood somewhere. Does pretty good at avoiding being seen. It is still pretty small, but I do see it out at night and such. You know, they're a nighttime predator. I believe that is all for fish in this tank. All the main fish are definitely accounted for. So yeah, I just wanted to get you guys a nice up close and here's a better look at the Senegal Bashir. Definitely getting a little bigger in length and you know, like girth, just general size. But yeah, that's all for the fish in this tank. I will post a video soon talking about this tank. I know with my new tank I've been making so many videos about that, but I promise still love all these fish equally, and they will definitely get a video up soon. But yeah, for now that's all these fish. I hope you enjoyed seeing them up close and getting to know them a little better, hopefully. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos and hop in the comments with any and all like suggestions and just general ideas you have for me. Any and all feedback is appreciated, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.